we really start to we get a little momentum to create, when we make some momentum plays on the defensive end, and Lauren starts it with a deflection and a layup, and then she gets called for foul. I think about the next possession she tries it, but she doesn't give up because then she gets a piece of one in Asia, get a run out. And, sometimes that's the best thing for a half-court offense is a couple of transitions, buckets, and layups, and everybody feels good. And then we started I think Chelsea got in foul trouble, and we got it to 6 side things with Keelan in there. We just spread out, had Keelan set on ball screens, and gave us an opportunity to kind of turn the corner and shoot some layups. And we kept saying, there's this, I've had teams before that have not shot the 3 well and a half, and I've said, hey, listen, go find a different shot. I trust these guys. I'm like, guys, we got good looks. Nobody took a bad one. Keep shooting. And that's what everybody told Matt. Matt, keep shooting. The next one's going to fall, and she gets two big ones right in front of our bench. And so they have so much confidence in each other for them to be able to say that, and for all of us to feel the same way. We've got to be able to play that way because I've not always done that in the past. You go get a different one, take a different shot, but I thought we had good looks in the first half, just didn't go down. Good job.
You mentioned these features, of course, in the second half, everything was that 3 bounces in a row. What was different during that stretch?
We got some, honestly, it was in transition, and then we just started to drive and kick, and they do a great job of trying to bring help and a little bit like magnets to the ball. And then you said, they're going to force you to let go of it, and that's who we are. We want to let go of it. We're unselfish. That's a part of it. A couple, I think, is in transition. The first one was in transition, honestly. And then the second one's on a drive and kick towards us from the other side of the floor. But another piece of it for us is we get them off glass. They average 17 offensive rebounds. They rebound 41% of their misses. They score 25% of their offensive transition. And we did a really, really good job of being disciplined and tough and getting people on our back and forcing tough shots and rebounding. We finally got them away from the rim because it's just a layup drill, lane line, layup drill, left and right for home, right for home. We finally forced a couple tough views and then Chelsea did all that stuff.
With the way Lauren and Chelsea were playing earlier, did it feel more important to get someone else active, scoring, or I feel like they were able to run things so badly work through her?
Well, the thing is, Natalie was aggressive and tried to drive it to the rim and got a couple layups in that. It's not like I felt like she was passed and let go, but didn't try to attack. She wasn't scoring from the 3. But the best part of her game right now is that she's confident to put it on the floor. Where, honestly, early last year, she didn't do that, and she got into it. She shoots the one at the half. I mean, gets at least, everybody feels a little bit better because we were at 10 there. It was about to get ugly until we kind of answered and made a run and got a couple shots in a row to make it a game going into the locker room. But we felt like Asia had to get on board. I mean, her first shot, she didn't like me and I didn't like her, and because it's settled, and she's she's too good for that, and she's come a long way, and she hasn't been doing that. It's how she gets the game winner of the night. She ripped and drove and got through and she's done a much better job of that. But she knew that wasn't going to happen. I think she's the next step back in, but when she plays the right way, she really helps us and gives us a chance to win. So. Those two did a great job. But yeah, everyone, honestly, we don't, and that's what we talk about. Yeah, you got a big that scores 60% around the rim, and if you're a coach, you don't want to give some touches, right? But it's not like no one else gets to shoot the ball. Just got to make the play and be aggressive. And I felt like we would have we didn't have any pop in the crowd. So the crowd doesn't have any energy. We don't have any energy. We got to go create some of that, get them involved in it. And then if we're doing that, good things are going to happen, whether they want to do it or not.
I think that was the deal. I mean, you look at the line, and 20 and 20, you think she was dominated, but it really didn't seem like she was dominant.
No.
It came from the rest of
everybody else. Honestly, and I thought we were aggressive around her, and she got some on a dump. If you think about it, we have sets and ISOs for her. People are good in this league. We run them seldom. We might run them every once in a while, see if we can get them. We actually shot a bunch of free throws, didn't make a bunch of free throws on 3 sets that we ran for. Then I just decided, let's just play in motion and see if we can keep moving. At that point, the clock was on our side, and as long as we weren't giving up 3s or 3-point plays, we did the math. If we could hold on and not turn it over, then we misled some foul and their offensive rebound foul. So then we started being our own worst enemy there for a couple possessions. But yeah, I didn't think. I mean, certainly I think she did a great job for us, but I wouldn't say we just threw it in the middle.
Right. Yeah. What do you say about her? I mean, to be able to do that, and you guys know she knows that every team plays would start with her. Let's take her out of it, and she goes home.
Right. Well, that's what we said. Most people are going to try to go, whether their big is who they're going to try to go to right away or not. Normally on any night, they're going to try to go to her. That guy, to see if Chelsea will foul, because she's got to kind of own that she has had some trouble in that regard. Didn't at Texas Tech, but certainly did again today. But So she has to play with a tremendous amount of effort and equally discipline. But
We see Lauren's line, she's got 8 assists, 5 turnovers, 5 steals. What do you think of it?
well, someone said, you know, how much do I trust her? I said, here's how much I trust her. Most freshman point guards are like, hey, just get out of here and don't make that decision and let everybody else play around you. I get frustrated with her if she's not aggressive because when she is, it's contagious. They have so much respect for her and they will follow her lead a little bit, honestly, because she has that personality and that style of play. When she starts to defer and not be aggressive, then I watch everybody else around her do it. So I got frustrated. We finally looked at each other tonight. I'm like, I'm frustrated with you because you're not attacking. She's like, okay. Because you're looking like, why are you so mad at me? Because she has to be aggressive for us. Honestly, she's good at it because she handles the ball really well. Double change, she can get inside of a guy. And then all of a sudden, everybody starts to do it too. And when she sidesteps it, everybody starts to do it.
Is it harder for you as a coach with that space in the freshman? Is it harder for a freshman to kind of take on that knowledge?
Yeah, you know, I've been fortunate. I've coached some really, really good freshmen. I think I've started a freshman every year in that season. So for me, it's not. It's about production. The kid produces every day in practice. It's not like what we see today. It's like, not only we don't see that. It's who she is every day. I think for her, it's who she wants to be, honestly. She wants to be. I mean, she has a gift to lead. She just does. Some do, some don't. She does. And they will follow her because they respect her. So then think all the different ways she can do that. You know, she can watch her communicate with them, and you know, she's the one that's trying to, she's one day said, hey, listen, here's what we need to do, and I just let her talk, because she gets it. She's not trying to overdo it, but she understands. You know, I said, but I think they'll let me talk. I promise they could probably really encourage that right now. So she's done a great job.
What did you think of the team today? Possible performance. Asia comes off the bench with 15 or Asia with that closing unit on the team, and now we look forward to a 49 to 60 from a team. And a little bit about Chelsea's performance in Big 12 play. What do you think she's really been focused on?
Well, I think for her to be able to get a guy behind her, because so many people play her different ways, and then you got to be good with the ball. If there's like Terriel throws the ball over the top to her, she really needs to skip to Lauren because Lauren's defense is going to lap. So the young kids don't really see that. The good thing for Chelsea is I've had a coach really, really good bigs my entire career, so I can about predict how you might try to do things, how you might play. Now it's try to keep the freshman, like you can't throw that ball because you got to see Lauren's guy in her lap and go get Lauren a free. I think for Chelsea to be able to be disciplined and keep the guy behind her, she got to be able to stay out of foul trouble. Efforts improved. You know, I was frustrated with her a couple weeks ago. As far as the seniors, who's more capable in a program than your seniors? I mean, honestly, they should do it. They're capable of doing it, and this team needs for them to do it. But I'm the first one to tell you I think they're capable of doing it.
And only downtime players total. I've seen that a little bit before. What does that take from a coach's perspective to play with us?
Well, I think there's kind of two ways to look at it. As a coach, when you have a smaller roster for whatever reasons, everybody's sitting there thinking, I got a chance, I'm ready, right? But you got to but then think about it. So there's a good chance that there's a lot of kids that are going to, there's going to be people that are going to play. So then you've got to make sure that you've got players in your program that are motivated to play well, not motivated to play. Because I'm sitting there going, I'm going to play because look, there's not many of us. So the motivation to play well becomes really, really important, not just to play. I know that for those of you that don't do this for a living, you're like, what do you mean they're not always motivated to play well? Well, fortunately, ours are. But that can be, I'm saying it keeps your bench happy because everybody thinks everybody's in it and everybody gets reps at practice, and that feels really, really good. And the most important thing when you have that is everyone's motivated to play well. Because I know they're going to get in because, look, we only have this many. But then expect a lot from yourself and be able to contribute.
Another good road team.
Well, they still shoot the three a lot, shoot it well, and defensively they do as good as scouting report defense as anybody in the league. Always have, always will. It's who he is, it's who those kids are. The Moody's one of the best point guards in the league, and I don't know if the Buffy kid's healthy or not yet. She has been named up, but the Williams kid from the Kansas City area shoots a three, quick, deep, fast. So that's who they are, and they have a great win. I think they're undefeated at home against Texas. Up there, they come back. I think they're down 15 or 16. Maybe even win that comeback. I think they're at Texas tomorrow, from what I understand. So it's a tough place to play. They're a tough team to play because they do such a good job. And anytime you can shoot the three as well as they do, you're always going to be able to hang around. And they're a team that hasn't turned the ball over and limit your possession. So that's who they've always been.
Just real quick, I didn't catch your name, but former Hokie back in the building.
Yeah, Randy DuBose, yeah.
What was that like for you?
Really?
Did you set that up or how'd that
Yeah,
work?
well, she has been here. We've had her work camp, and she's come and spoke to our team 2 or 3 times. But the athletic department hired her. They do diversity training and seminars, and the topic this year is disability.
Okay.
So they hired her. You know, so in fact, when they talked about it at the head coaches meeting, they all looked at me and said, "She played for you." So I had nothing. You know, I would say that they should do that, but she's become a motivational speaker. She contracted bacterial meningitis her spring of her freshman year and lost all 4 limbs. Nearly lost her life, and then lost all 4 limbs. And would tell you today it's the best thing ever happened to her. It's the most. It's hard for me not to. I get to introduce her, and she already said, "You don't get to cry." I'm like, "Hang on, I'm pretty good practicing." But really, it's just an unbelievable energy, an unbelievable story, and over 500 and some student athletes are going to get to listen to it tomorrow. And our kids, you know, the young kids have it better. They will, because she's going to hang up with us tonight. But yeah, it's really great to see them.
Midway through the second half, the switch going Aldridge onto Bria Holmes for a little bit there. What did you see in that matchup that you liked, and what eventually had you switch it when Stephanie came back in?
Well, we had more on Stephanie, and we wanted some more size on both wings, on Holmes and McDonald on the outside. And Lauren's a disciplined kid to try to stay underneath. I mean, I'm not saying because Holmes can go over a lot of people, and not just us, but we've watched that. You know, so when we switch a lot of screening action, so if they set some guard-to-guard screens, then there were going to be some switch. She might start on the matchup. In a transition, the matchup might be different, but on a make, she would be assigned. But then we start switch. But there's a lot of times they don't set a lot of guard-to-guard screens in some of their sets. It's what almost matches. But look, discipline, just to try to stay underneath somebody and not get blown by. Try to stay underneath, forcing tough twos. That's hard to do with those guys.
Lauren playing 40, is that how the game turned out?
Yeah, she's done that. You know, honestly, Terrielle's a lot better player when she's not at the point, quite honestly. And Terrielle is very thankful that Lauren can handle this as well as she has. I mean, honestly, because Terrielle will do it and can do it, but that's not really where she wants to be. And she's only really been there to either get more rest or